Action is the foundational key to all success. Pablo Picasso. My friends, each and every day, your action 10 to 15 minutes, charting these markets, practice trading, learning by doing. Let's jump into these charts. We see the S&P 500, NASDAQ 100 are up a little bit. Everything else is down. Let's jump first into the S&P 500 like we almost always do. It's up just 0.25%. What did we see going on throughout the day? Well, in the morning, we saw things up. In the afternoon, ranging around, and it looks like down a little bit, maybe. These are Heikin-Ashi candlesticks, so it's hard to tell. We're just looking for the average pace here, and we can see where things apparently backed off some in the afternoon. We look at where the volume was. We can see the volume was nice and average all day. The two-day chart, again, a doji there, lots of indecision, primarily from what? Going down the day before and up today. So that two-day chart shows that ranging with a doji, higher than average volume, indecision there. Where are we on the weekly chart? Well, we can see last week the high was 695.31. This week 696.09. So it did move a little higher through the course of the week. And of course, we have been tracking up for the last several weeks. And we're almost up to average volume. So again, we continue to be long on the S&P. Don't know how much longer all of this is going to go up. It can keep doing that. It can keep on doing that. But at some point, as we saw that happened last February, things do pull back for a while. So we'll continue to watch, wait, and see. In the meantime, we stay long. What about the NASDAQ 100, QQQ? It was up a little more than the S&P, about 0.33% versus 0.25%. And of course, we again have a doji there on the two-day with a little above average volume. Again, ranging up in the morning, pulling back some in the afternoons, what it appears to be. And again, the high last week was 627.94. This week, 630. So again, continuing to move up, a fairly flat horizontal trend line, but again, still trying to move up. Haven't hit that high that we saw on the NASDAQ back from the 27th of October. We've moved higher on the S&P, but not on the NASDAQ. So again, still long, still watching, being, again, ready for any kind of pullback that might take place. But in the meantime, staying long. What about 20-year U.S. government bonds? Well, they have crossed over. We have a green candle for the week. Looks like we're going to be at average volume. Looks like we might have found a base and things would be moving up. For the day, it was pretty much just flat. Technically, 0.01% down. So 1/100% down. What does that mean for us? Well, it means that things were pretty flat. Up in the morning, looks like they pulled back in the afternoon. We have a green up candle. The second one after passing through the weekly trend line on the two-day chart. Have nice volume the last many days. So it does look as if, and we'll see what happens tomorrow, unless it's a huge down day on bonds and this green candle turns red, looks like we're going to have a weekly vertical crossover, which is many times a good spot to jump in for an up move. We had lots of volume on the interim low. And again, things do appear to be turning around. Now, that could portend on stocks that maybe the rally's coming to an end too, or are bonds telling us something? Don't know. We'll see. But again, looking good for bonds right now for the end of the down move. Gold pulling back a little bit for the day after a glorious week, really pounding up on Monday and then up again yesterday. Pulling back some today, 0.61%. But again, gold reaching higher highs, just continuing to spike up and move up. We are still long on gold, even though a little bit of a down move today. And lastly, Bitcoin. Bitcoin pulling back 2.50% after a stellar week as it rocketed up Monday, Tuesday, and then up in the morning on Wednesday, and in the afternoon, and then we can see where things pulling back some today on Thursday, but a nice up candle on the 2-day. But look at the volume. We don't have average volume. We got to go all the way back to the 2nd of January just to get average or above average volume on Bitcoin. So again, struggling, but we're going into our second week of up movement. Again, nice up candle, a lot of wick on the top. So the bears are pushing it down, but the bulls are keeping it green. Again, no volume to really back this move up. The last time we had average volume is the 15th of December on a down week. So again, not a whole lot of buy-in on Bitcoin yet, but it is continuing to track, moving up, even though pulling back some for the day. That is where we are, my friends. We so appreciate you being with us. Appreciate all the Patreon support. Of course, when you become a Patreon member, first thing you get is my new book. That is 3 Wave Trading Advantage. In addition to that, you get the 3-part series, Options Made Simple, the Charting Wealth Way. And of course, you get early access each and every day to our special review that we do of the 5-day analysis, 5-day plus analysis of our 5 ETFs, the S&P 500, NASDAQ 100, 20-year bonds, gold, and Bitcoin. God bless, my friends. All the best from the whole team here at Charting Wealth.